What's going on, family? It's Bashari Jones.
And I'm Kiana.
And welcome to KUWJ Live, right? Keeping up with the Joneses. This is actually our special episode. We're going to talk about some money, right?
Yes, talk about some money.
You know, couples, us married folks, we need money, right? Mm-hmm. And we need to invest. Yes, but we're going to talk about a different kind of money on today, right? We're going to talk about new money. Mm-hmm. The new money that's coming out, the new money that's actually hitting the world that people don't really know about. Right. New money that we've actually been able to participate in because we have mentors, we have experts, right, on our side, right? We have people that we can listen to. We have teachers that we can sit in front of to educate us, to make sure that we know what we're doing in this new space, right? So today we have some special guests.
Yes,
and I'm gonna just say this. There's always been a negative annotation on Keeping Up with the Joneses. But right now we want to bring a positive narrative to Keeping Up with the Joneses because the Joneses are doing something special. Mm-hmm. We're buying cryptocurrency,
yes,
right?
Yes, we are.
So you want to keep up. You actually want to keep up with the Joneses. You want to do what the Joneses do. The Joneses is buying crypto and we're buying it early. So you should be buying it early too.
Yes.
So today we actually have on some special guests. First, we're going to introduce one of our friend couples down here in Houston, right? These guys already seen them. You've already seen them on the Lovecast,
yes, you
right?
Have.
So they're not only our friends, they're also our business partners. We invest together, we're growing together, we're helping people together. So we just want to welcome back, to this couples in crypto discussion. Robbin and Nikki J,
Woo!
Welcome back to the building.
Yes, welcome back.
The serial entrepreneurs look like they out doing business right now as we speak.
Always moving.
But they still made time to hang with us on the day while they're moving, right?
And we're so grateful for your time. Yes, we are.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Now, we also have a special guest, right? Special. But let me tell you guys what happened. See, what happened was we got into this space where we're getting educated in forex trading and HFX trading and also in crypto trading and crypto investing, right? Mm-hmm. And we got this mentor by the name of Curtis Cobain Branch, right?
Yes, we do.
And this brother has been this brother is like ranked one of the top 5 educators in the world. One of the top 5 educators in the world, right? So that means there's a strong pull on him, right? Everybody wants Curtis. Like Curtis is everywhere. Like everybody loves Chris or everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Curtis, right? So we couldn't get Curtis on today. So what we did was we went and got the next best thing,
yes,
right?
We did.
We went and got his assistant, the lady who's assisting him, and all that he does, all of his travels.
His right hand.
His right hand. Mm-hmm. And we're kind of like the left of Curtis and she's the right of Curtis. So we're like the 2 twin towers on both sides of Curtis Branch, right? So our sister here, she's actually an expert in crypto. Mm-hmm. She knows what she's talking about. I'm going to let her tell her story, of what she's been able to do by getting into this space and investing and trading and helping other people do the same thing. But listen, if nobody knows who this lady is, we're going to introduce the song. We're going to present to others our sister in the charts, Mrs. Chrissy Pips. Ooh, what's going on, sister?
Hey, y'all.
All right. So we're here to talk about crypto, right? So for those of you who are listening I'm sorry, I've been drinking a little bit of eggnog and Captain Morgan's run. 'Tis the season. You know that Keeping Up with the Joneses, we drink when we do our podcast, and I'm the only one drinking. Like I'm the only person being bad today. So excuse me, but we want to give a shout out to sandboxradio.com.
Oh, yes.
Our brother, Mr. Michael Sandman Sanderland, for allowing us to be on his platform. And today we're on the platform talking about money. We're talking about finance. We're talking about wealth. So Sister Chrissy Pips, I want you to kind of introduce yourself and just kind of share your story with the world.
Okay, perfect. Listen, I'm just happy to be in the presence of these power couples. I got some goals, right? Right in front of me. So thank you for inviting me, you guys. I absolutely appreciate it, right? Now, I've been in this opportunity with my brother Bashari and my sister Kiana since 2018. When I jumped in, the reason why I jumped in is because at the place that I was working, I felt like I needed to find something that would allow me to do more, allow me to actually make a difference, a positive impact on the world. While I was at my job, I was there for 13 years. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, severe deep depression, and a few other things. It got to the point where things were so bad, that environment was so toxic, my body was screaming to get out of it. I reached out for the door handle and tears just started rolling down my face. So what I did was I started trying to figure out another way. And I pulled up a post on Instagram. I seen our mentor, Curtis, standing on the stage with thousands of people behind him. So I'm inboxing him like, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but we both from the D, we both from the hood. What you doing? Why are you on stage? Right. And I was like dibbling and dabbling in a little bit of stocks. He came over, he showed me what it was. And then I put what he showed me on my stock portfolio. My stock portfolio jumped, no income claims. Right. And when it did, I was like, yeah, whatever you just showed me, I need more of that. So take my money. Here go all my debit cards. What do you need? Right. And from there, it's just been this like beautiful symbiotic relationship. Our community is beautiful. Like I met my brother Bashari, my sister Kiana. I that's left and right, like he said. Right. Like that is my trading partner. I will not get on HFX without him. Okay. And just getting inside of this space and being able to dive deep into cryptocurrency. And my son is in cryptocurrency, and just seeing how easy it is with the proper mentorship, the proper tutelage. That's it. Like I'm not going nowhere. I'm certifiably unemployable. You can't pay me to work for you. And it's that's it for me. That's the beginning and the end. This is it.
I know that's right.
I know that's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, listen, we've been honored, to be in this space with you, to be, brothers and sisters in the church, brothers and sisters in this space and in this business, so what we want to do is we actually want to talk a little bit about crypto, because a lot of people don't really know. Like, they see Bitcoin at $60,000 right now, and they're like, man, what do I need to do to get me some Bitcoin? Do I need to put a mortgage on my house? Do I need to sell some cars? What do I need to do? Hit the lottery? Do I need to hit the lottery to buy a Bitcoin? Because I don't got $60,000 to buy a Bitcoin. So what do we do? How do we get started? Like, what's the very first thing that I can do to get in the space? Because some people just like, if I could just dip my toe in the water. What can I do to dip my toe in the water? Because I'm scared of crypto. I don't know if it's real.
Right.
This looks like the internet when it first started, which is probably the reason why you should do it. If it looks like the internet when it first started, it's the reason why you should do it.
Yes.
So, but some people are just really scared. They don't know what to do. So can you just give a few people a few tips on what they can do to just get their foot in the water? Like, what could they do? What's the most simplest thing that they can do?
Listen, the simplest thing you can do is understand that if you have a debit card in your wallet, you're already participating in moving digital currency from one address to another address. So everybody has an app called Cash App on their phone now. Cash App gives you the ability to get involved with cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. And you can put $20 in there. And as the market moves, just take a look. It's going to make you interested enough to start diving deep and getting more information, but just start there.
Nice. Now, here's my next question, because a lot of people, even people that me and my wife know, they think that they're in crypto because they're on certain platforms hitting buy and sell, and they think that I got me some Bitcoin, I got me some Shibu, I got me, I got me some crypto, and I'm like, okay, well, where is it at? And once they start telling me where it is, I'm like, you ain't got no crypto, no, you don't. And they're like, what you mean, man? I'm like, no, you don't. So you explain it probably the best I've ever heard it. So what are some not to do's, right? Concerning crypto? Where should we not go, all right, to try to buy crypto because we think we buying crypto and we really ain't buying crypto?
Okay, and I'm not going to tell adults no and not tell them why, right?
Right.
But no PayPal, no Acorns, no Robinhood, no Webull. They're very good at what they were initially built for. PayPal is still very good for shopping online, sending money to and fro. Acorns, Robinhood, and Webull are still very good for purchasing pieces of stocks and things like that. But the reason why we don't want to use those is because you're going to put your fiat currency or your US dollars into those apps, and you feel like you're getting cryptocurrency. But when you get ready to withdraw, you're not withdrawing your cryptocurrency because you have no ownership there. You're withdrawing back into US dollars. One of the biggest advantages of being in cryptocurrency is ownership. There's nobody anywhere ever that can come up to you and say, hey, give me your private keys. You own your crypto when you have private keys. And these apps, PayPal, Robinhood, Acorns, and Webull do not give you ownership. So those are not starting places. That's why we give you the first one as Cash App, because that actually gives you your ownership.
You actually own some Bitcoin and Cash App. What you say? All right, so we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shift real quick. We're going to go ahead and shift to Nikki and Robin. Can we shift to you guys right now? You guys able to be shifted to at this moment? So I know that you guys are out, you're doing the thing, making things happen. Can we shift to you guys for a hot second? You got to unmute yourself.
I'm just talking. Gotta unmute yourself.
All right, cool. So listen, I just want to give a shout out to you guys. My brother Robbin actually got involved in this space with us about a year ago, around about a year ago. And, we were doing some trading together, making some money, getting some pips or whatever. But Robbin really decided to go ahead and go. He didn't go 1 foot into the crypto space because Robbin doesn't go 1 foot into anything, right? Robbin jumped all the way into the crypto space, right? He just kind of took a big old dive, right? Because that's what Robbin does. He just dives. He just goes in hard, right? So, what I want you to do, Robin, just kind of share your excitement. Now, we can't do any income plans. Don't be telling people your business about your portfolio because you don't want nobody to know anyway, right? We don't even know this stuff, right? So, just kind of share, how excited you are seeing what your portfolio is doing for you, how excited you are, and then Nikki, just kind of like share. I know that you're new to this space. What was your thoughts when you seen Robbin's portfolio?
So yeah, I won't share any income claims on the crypto, but if people have been, privy to the information or in the company as long as I have, they follow the same information that I did, so they would know how much crypto that Go Hard Jones has going on in his crypto account. But no, the opportunity for the education with the academy has been great. The leadership and the intuitiveness that you yourself, Kiana, Curtis, Mr. Young, have given to us to follow. I mean, it's just simply about duplicating a style of trading or a style of investment that you're comfortable with. And I found my niche. I found what I was comfortable with. And I ran with it. I got in early. And followed the education and continue to follow the education to learn about security. The most important thing is how to secure your crypto.
Yes.
Keep it safe.
Yes.
Keep anything from happening to it, because it would be devastating for your family to have this knowledge and not have the most important part, which is to protect it. So that's what I preach when I talk about the crypto space and investing with this company, is that they teach you about security of your crypto, not just building it and diversifying it, which is a big part of it too, but securing it to make sure that it's there for your future is everything. And I kind of, rubbed off on my honey here to tell her the information, and she got into it. And she's been diving off into it and doing very well in her portfolio as well too. So it's an amazing company.
Absolutely. So Nikki, tell us a little bit about once you start seeing this stuff, and because we've been talking to you about it for a minute, and you like, yeah, whatever, I'm already big money grip over here, but then once you started seeing, the growth of Robbin's portfolio, and now you got one, so just tell us a little bit about your journey as far as first seeing it, your first thoughts, and then where you are now with it.
So honestly, when I first saw it, I was totally not interested in it. And I think he knew that. And I think this was like going towards when we first met, and he was trying to explain it to me. And I was like, brother. And I was like, if you start talking about that, I'd already said on our first date, if he started talking about anything about any network marketing business, any Bitcoin, it is always going to be our first and last date. So and he tried, and I just told him I'm not interested in it. So
I waited to the second
and then,
You waited for the second date.
So let me woo her first.
Right. So then when he would come over, he would have his computer and he started trading. And I was honestly, I'm a numbers person, but the whole screen thing kind of threw me off. And I just didn't want to take time to learn because it was just too much movement. And he explained stuff really fast. And I just told him, like, I need a slow learning process. And he just was like, 3 minutes and you do this. And then sometime he was losing. I was like, oh, I can't do this. So, and then sometimes he would be up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, are you ready to come to bed yet? And so he stayed on it. And I think it probably took me about a year before I really just kind of bought into it. And then I think when I started asking Bashari about it, and Bashari really broke it down slowly, that's when I was able to catch on. But still, I was kind of, I don't know. But then when I started seeing the profit, and he was like, okay, I'm about to take this money out and put it over here. And he did it twice in 1 week. I was like, where I sign up at?
We were actually like on several vacations to where, we paid for our vacations and we traded, while we were on vacation and made the money back while we were on vacation.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And then, I've been in network marketing for a long time. So I kind of was just my last company. I was just kind of over it. But then I wanted to be able to, I like to have fun, make money and build a community and, all that. And a lot of network marketing companies, they kind of take that part out of it. And so one thing that I like when I came and when y'all did the convention, how I was just able to when I came to the shop that night and just talk to different people all around the world. And, some people are doing it full time, awesome. And I was always high up in network marketing too. And I always have a large following. And then just, me posting it, I've been talking about it and I really don't know like everything. And I told Rob, like, I can draw them in, but I got to get somebody to finish the call. Cause all yesterday I was telling Robin, my niece called and my niece don't buy into nothing. Like she's a full-time counselor, teacher. She's not even going to entertain it, but she even reached out to me yesterday and she's like, we need to have a conversation. So I was like, okay, I think I done did something. So I'm ready.
She ready.
The total DeFi space is an amazing concept. Mm-hmm. And actually, as much as passionate as we are about it, we still got a lot of work to do to bring people to light, because this is an opportunity of a lifetime to the likes of Google, the likes of Macintosh, what I'm saying, to where
absolutely
like Kurt says, you have a short window of time to be a part of the forging front of this.
Yes,
absolutely. I want to ask you guys this because it's very important especially for families to get involved. For it to be the family conversation between parents and children. I don't know, Robbie. I know you got kids. Nikki got Thorns ready. She's ready to already. She's already ready to go. Like she's ready to trade. She's 10 years old. She's ready to trade. She was like, "Can I learn this?" Like
for real.
Like, so what happens when that goes up there? So she's ready to go. So, but tell me this: how do you feel being in this space? How do you feel about the future of your children? With your investments, with your portfolios, because a lot of this stuff we're doing long term, some of this stuff is short term. Some of this stuff is long term. We be holding some coins for years, so how do you feel about the security of your children, knowing about this space early and getting involved in this space early?
It's an awesome peace of mind. It's almost like having that Holy Spirit of protection, that's protecting you and your legacy. And
just leaving a generation, then, having them come on, because we have young adult kids. And, we was even telling Bree about it, because I know Kiana tried to talk Bree into it. And she's like, that network marketing spirit, I don't want it. But I was explaining it to her that day. She's like, Mom, are you starting that back up again? I was like, no, listen. I said, this one really works. Like, you ain't got to, I ain't got to slang no tea, sell no products. Talk to people about losing weight, have all this, stuff, just a bunch of stuff and stuff in my car. So I was like, no, it's a peace of mind. It's relaxing where I can just be any parts of the world, and just trying to get them young, you know, just to hear millennials, 20-some years old, making all this money. I was telling my daughter, like, yeah, you need to get with it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, and, you know, we're excited about, you know, our children coming into the crypto space. Our oldest daughter, she's already buying Bitcoin. She had sold some. I said, "You still got that Bitcoin?" She was like, I'm like, "Well, you know," I'm like, "You know, it just went up like around $20,000, right? You do know that, right?" And she's like, "Okay." So now she's ready to start buying, and she's ready to not touch it this time, you know. But just she's 17 years old, so just imagine her 17. Our youngest daughter is 15. So just getting them into the space, and then also teaching them how to diversify their portfolio, even outside of Bitcoin, getting some of these cheaper coins, you know, get into some of these things. So I know, Chris, we're going to pivot back over to Christina.
Yes. I wanted to ask Christina about her son. I know you got your son in trading. Can you talk a little bit about, you know, what you've done to introduce your son to this information?
So my baby is a gamer. So it was a little easy because Curtis has known Kevin since he was a baby. It was like, call Uncle Kurt, ask Uncle Kurt, when he was teaching us research and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, what game are you playing? Let me see if it's a coin that goes with the game. Okay. Did you call Uncle Kurt and ask him about it? And it was like, because he wasn't hearing it from me, it made a difference. And then, like with his birthday money, he put half of his money into his portfolio. And seen that 3 figures go to 5 figures, and was like, yeah, I should probably the thing you're doing, I should probably at least do the thing with the coins, because like they're video games. They're video games that adults are playing right now. Like this whole metaverse movement.
Yes.
Like that is a thing for us. Kids are already online playing games with their friends across the world.
Yes.
There are games now where I've tried to get my son and his friends involved. There are people in third world countries making entire incomes because they're playing these games, and you earn cryptocurrency from them. If you're gonna be in front of the screen all that time, I mean, you might as well get a little bit back from it, right? So, and then think about it like this too. Facebook just changed their name to Meta, right? Facebook has, I think it's 3 billion users.
Wow.
And they just put $10 billion into metaverse, into creating a metaverse. And inside of this metaverse, you can have a job and get paid real world. You can own property. Like I used to create lines of clothing in a metaverse that I used to play in. Like everything is going into this augmented reality where if you ever watched Ready Player One or Free Guy, it's going into like that space where now we're so used to talking to each other on Zoom. I feel like I've known the team because of talking to everybody. Kevin knows the team. Like he gets mad when we were trading HFX without him, because he's like, I hear all your friends, y'all are having so much fun. Why am I not there? Right. So it's like, now imagine that feeling that you get of community and being able to see each other online and walk around and have conversations and earn cryptocurrency simultaneously.
Yeah, say it, Chrissy.
It's a thing.
You know, I heard Robbin mention DeFi, and I wanted to throw that back at you, Chrissy. Can you tell us a little bit more about the DeFi?
So decentralized finance is what that is. And you hear a lot of people saying unbank. And decentralized finance is really big because people are learning about inflation. People are learning what the banks are doing with their money. The easiest way to explain it is like inflation this year is 10%. Last year it was like 2.4%.
Wow.
If I give you $100 and you put it in your bank account, they're going to give you a few pennies, right? If I give you $100 and you put it into some of the cryptocurrencies or some of the DeFi banks that we have, you're going to get a yield that's higher than the rate of inflation. So you're not going to lose your money spending power. You know, when you went to the grocery store this week, that bread cost a little bit more than it did a couple months ago. And that's because of inflation. And decentralized finance and unbanking your money gives you the ability as a single entity, not having to be a bank or a hedge fund, to be able to come into this space and benefit. Now we're not losing, right? So for everybody that got that money stuck up under their pillow in their mattress, you're losing, right?
Wow.
And we show you places where you can put it and it stays stable and you earn on it to keep you ahead of what's happening in the world.
That's amazing.
Nice. So DeFi sounds like, and it sounds like to me like we're getting rid of the middleman, and we're putting ourselves into a self-empowering place financially. So tell me, with a DeFi, right? With a DeFi, and we have this conversation because I don't follow a lot of news, but sometimes I'll see a glimpse. I'll look on my Facebook and I'll see, such and such quarterback wants to be paid, in Bitcoin. And then I just saw the mayor of New York is saying we need to pay. He wanted to be paid in Bitcoin, and we need to be teaching this in the schools and all these different things. I don't know their names, right? I just be like, oh, okay, wow, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, man, that's amazing, right? So can you talk to us a little bit about athletes and artists wanting to be paid in crypto? Like they're saying, hey, look, don't give me no fiat.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the digital bag.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That it's amazing. Like y'all know about Warner Brothers Records, right? Like their company. They have record artists or record label artists that are now wanting to be paid in cryptocurrency. What is his name? Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods just got his own NFT, and he wants his winnings, his earnings from now on to be in crypto. Tom Brady just did the same thing.
Wow.
And these are well-known athletes, right? Even the new athletes coming in out of college are like, listen, pay me at least half in crypto, because they understand that we're getting ahead of the rate of inflation. Simone Biles as well. Like if their name is big and they were able to get an NFT, you're able to be paid off of your likeness from being put in digital currency.
Wow.
Nice.
And then digital currency is a growing, emerging asset class, right? So why would you not want to put yourself in this space where like Bitcoin has been the best performing asset over the past decade?
Wow.
Outperforming every other investment vehicle in the world. So why wouldn't you yourself say, you know what, I have that option now. I want that option, because I want my money to grow. I don't just want to get it and then have to put it somewhere. Like you said, we're eliminating the middleman by not having to have all of these extra steps. Pay me in it and let me just put it in my wallet and watch it grow.
That is amazing how you are able to really break that down to us. But, some people may still be saying, you know what, I just don't get it. I don't understand crypto. What is so different about crypto from regular fiat money? Can you explain that to us, Chrissy?
Like one of the biggest differences is that, like I said earlier, you have ownership. If your money's in a traditional bank and the bank goes out of business, the bank is robbed, something happens with the bank, the governments overseas have had to close their banks and say anything that you had in here is ours now because there's something going on in the government and we need your money. That doesn't happen in crypto because of those private keys, because of the ownership. If the government knocks on my door right now and says, give me all your private keys, I'm gonna be like, well, I don't know where they are. So we got a different conversation to have, because it's mine. It's ownership. You can't come and take something from me that I own every aspect of, right? So just ownership in the space for cryptocurrency is kind of what sets it ahead. And the biggest thing that made me most comfortable was, like, everybody talks about this ledger, right? It's a trustless system. Everyone can see what happens when cryptocurrency moves. So there's no nefarious, crazy, underhanded stuff going on. At the bank, when you transfer money to somebody else's account, do you see how many hands it touches in between?
No.
And they don't talk about fractional reserve lending, where you put $100 in, they only have to keep $10 of it, and then they can go lend out that extra 90. And then they make an interest rate of 26%, 15% because they lended it out, but they're only giving you 0.4%. It makes a significant difference when you can now say, I don't have to deal with the bank. I can go directly to these places that gives me the higher yield, right?
Yes.
Or I can put my cryptocurrency in a DeFi bank and borrow against it and pay it back at 1% interest.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me?
Let's back that up.
Hold on. Slow down.
Pump the
Slow
brakes.
down. Pump the brakes. So you mean to tell me that I can actually own crypto and take a loan off of it?
Wow. Yes. And did you say make interest off of that loan as well?
Well, not make interest, but the interest that you pay. You know, when you take a loan out, they give you an interest rate. It's like 50%, something like that. With cryptocurrency, on average, the interest rate is 1%.
Wow. So you're saying my loan only would have 1% that I would need to pay back?
That's 1% interest plus whatever it is that you initially take out.
Right. Absolutely.
So I know a lot of people listening are asking this question, saying, okay, I'm taking a loan off of my crypto. And you know that we all think the way that the world has programmed us to think. So a lot of us are thinking it's their credit check to take a loan on my crypto. Right. Is there a credit check?
That's the other thing I love about cryptocurrency. Crypto does not care what your race is, what your age is, what your sex is, what your like geographical location is. The questions are, do you have collateral? Yes or no? Okay. Based on the amount of crypto that you have for collateral, this is what you qualify for.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nothing else matters. And that takes the people out of the equation. We're getting rid of all the middlemen who say, you know what, I'm having a bad day today. I ain't giving out no loans. Right? It eliminates all of that.
I love that. It sounds like putting the power back into people's hands.
Yes.
So Chrissy, does this mean that the government has nothing to do with cryptocurrencies?
So the government is trying its best to regulate it and where it goes and how it functions. And as of now, there are no like pinpointed regulations that have been put in place. They're constantly changing week over week. You know, the government has to try to get their hands in there somehow.
Right.
But the benefit of having and being involved in the cryptocurrency space is you don't have to put your money where they are. Right. One of the biggest coins that I love is Ripple, right?
Yes.
Ripple has been in court forever.
Yes.
But you know why I love it?
Tell us why.
Ripple, they're being adopted by the banks, and we got in early because Curtis told us to.
Yes,
and we
did.
were coachable.
Yes, we were.
So now when the banks get involved, because our money is not in the banks with them, but we own the asset in our wallets, we take advantage of them getting in and raising the price of the coin that we've already invested in.
Yes, Chrissy.
Right. And during the lawsuit, even with Ripple, during the lawsuit, Ripple wasn't even able to be bought on exchanges, was it?
No.
Did they take them off the exchange? Absolutely, absolutely. But see, we got these educators, right, that be teaching us special things, right? So guess who just bought some Ripple like a couple of weeks ago? The Joneses did, right? Why? Because we know how to get Ripple without being in exchange, right? Let's give it up for our educators. Give it up for for being in the right place at the right time. We just bought a nice amount of Ripple.
I would say it was a nice amount.
It was a nice amount of Ripple because it wouldn't hurt to
get more though,
right? Because we understand what's going on with the lawsuit. Because we understand that the banks are adopting Ripple, and we also understanding that not only that centralized banks, you know, are looking at Ripple, right? So we're getting ready. We're getting in position, right? We're getting in position because it's not if Ripple does the run, it's when Ripple does the run.
Again.
Will you be prepared? Will you be in position? You know, will you be ready? Because the Bitcoin run to 60,000 has already happened.
Yes,
right?
It has.
Right. So we're like, okay, now I could put a little bit of Bitcoin for that run to 100,000. Right. But at the same time, I don't got 60,000 to double up on. But, you know, hey, there's some other projects, right?
There are
other projects outside of Bitcoin. Now, we're not going to give you no list of projects to go and buy. Sorry. In the words of my sister Chrissy Pips, you got to be in our space, right? No join. No coin, right? So we're not going to give a list. If you guys want to know more about it, you guys want the education, make sure that you guys follow us on KUWJ Live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you follow our sister Chrissy Pips on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you follow my boy Robbin, Alexander J. What is it, Robbin? What's your Instagram?
Mr. Alexander.
Mr. Alexander.
Mr. Alexander J.
Mr. Alexander J.
There might be an underscore or something in there.
It is. And Nikki, are you on Instagram or are you just on Facebook?
I'm on Instagram too. So I have a couple pages on Instagram. You can follow me at Just Jars. That's JUSJARS. And then also I have my Coach Nikki J page is Coach_Nikki J.
Cool. Absolutely. So, if you guys want more information, look for us, right? Look for us and we can help you get more of the information. So we're not done yet. We still got about 20 minutes left to rock with. So I know Chrissy said she has another tip for us, right? So we're going to go ahead and give you the floor, Chrissy Pips. Go ahead, let it rock.
Now, one of the things that I know everybody is looking at is like, well, I've seen cryptocurrency go up, but I've seen it go down. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to address this now for the people, the space that we're in, the mentorship that we have, the educators who have our backs, who do the research, who do the work, already have a contingency plan for that. When the market goes up, down, or sideways, we are put in positions because of the connections that we have to be able to make money. So after this hype with a lot of these coins that y'all see on Facebook that you shouldn't be getting in, but you're getting in anyway because you're not being coachable, right? After those run up, we have contingencies to help you get out and to help you benefit while some of those coins fall down. Because the market has to breathe just like you and I do. If we were having this conversation and at the beginning I asked you to hold your breath until I was finished, you wouldn't be able to do it. The market can't sustain that type of movement either. Because of that, because we know that, we've also partnered with this platform for education that has taught us how to benefit from the moves, no matter whether it's up, down, or sideways. So you wouldn't be losing the value that you've gotten because you're going to follow directions and be coachable. And we're going to show you how to benefit when the market drops down too.
Yeah,
absolutely. Make money when the market goes up. Make money when the market goes down. That's my type of space, right? That's my type of space.
I agree.
Right. So I actually want to spend a little time on this topic because we mentioned it, but some people it probably went over their heads. Like, I have no clue. Okay, you got to get ready to go, Chrissy. Got to get ready to get out of here. Oh, okay. Got you. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So, NFTs, we talked about it. We kind of mentioned it, but the person probably okay, I don't even know what that is. Like, what is an NFT? You said that this athlete wanted to turn himself into an NFT. What is that? Like, will he turn himself into a robot, or is he turning himself into what is an NFT? A NIFT? Like, what is it?
So the easiest way to explain NFTs is the easy way, right? So, and just for those of you who want the definition of what it is, it's a non-fungible token. But skip all that. Let's make it easy. If you were younger and you collected baseball cards or basketball cards, the reason you collected them was because they were collector's items, was because they had value, right? Imagine hopping on one of our favorite sites for the team, like NBA Top Shot, right? And being able to get digital moments from your favorite basketball player. Those digital moments, their dunks, right? Their passes, the crazy stuff that they do on the court is captured and then put in a digital moment for you to collect. And those are collector's items and they hold value. That's nice. the easiest way to explain NFTs.
Absolutely. So it's kind of like some type of form of a digital art.
Right. Digital art, music, you can books. I know one of our mentors is creating a digital book. Like I was saying earlier, Simone Biles has an image of her that is an NFT. Like, people love her and what she stands for and everything that she went through, and they want to support her. So digital format. And I know y'all are thinking, if it's digital, can it be replicated? Nope. They have serial numbers, right? So there's only a certain amount of them made, period. And they can be moved and transferred on the blockchain. So we see if somebody is making a knockoff or not.
Wow.
So it's like following original art, like how the art galleries do. Every piece of painting has a paper trail. They have to know where it comes from and who owned it. And that shows its authenticity.
Exactly.
I love it. So Chrissy, I had a question about the crypto. So, in the crypto space, would you say that it works similar to owning a dollar as far as being able to maneuver with it and purchase things with it? Or would you say that it works a little bit different from a dollar? Because other than owning it, what else can we do with crypto?
So I'll show you guys something. Where is it at? There's this little card right here. It's called a crypto.com card. Now, my wallet that I have, where I earn my cryptocurrencies, stake my cryptocurrencies, and we'll talk about staking later, right? I can move it onto this card with this little Visa logo and then swipe my card. It's kind of simple. When you get involved, like we talked about earlier with your Cash App, right? You put your Cash App, your money in your Cash App, grab a couple dollars in Bitcoin. When it goes up, you convert it back over to US dollars, and then you swipe that card. So getting involved is very simple as long as you use the simple steps. We found some complicated ways to do things that get us gains, but it's not necessary to do it the complicated way.
Right. So I know we can definitely use crypto similar to fiat by purchasing and, investing in it. But what about trading it?
Listen, y'all already know. So that's one of the things. So our mentor has recently come out with his own product. Partnering with another educator, and we will be able to, and that's what I was saying, we make money when the market go down. We will be able to trade the difference between two currencies. And when one drops, we make money. I love that.
Yes, I love that too. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. Just like we can trade, our in the forex market, which is currencies, we can also trade cryptocurrencies, which I'm very excited about.
Absolutely. So, so another thing I want to talk about. Actually, I got another question about NFTs, or another question about NFTs as far as how fast, like, 'cause right now people are actually investing into NFTs. They're actually buying NFTs and they're reselling NFTs already. So it's like people got the ball rolling really, really, really fast. Like people thinking, okay, NFTs is going to be a thing of the future, which it is going to be a thing of the future, but actually it's a thing of the present right now. Because I'm in a space where we go and buy NFTs, like we get the chance to buy Marvel NFTs, Ghostbuster NFTs, and I'm seeing these people buy these NFTs up so fast. Like the day that the NFT drops, it sells out. And they may spend about $50 for the NFT, $60. And then I turn around the next week, they trying to resell that thing for $300, $400, $500. So tell me, how fast do you think that this NFT space is going to go? Because even the app that we're talking about haven't even went public yet. They haven't even went public yet. And they're already selling out of every single NFT that they drop. So how fast do you think it's going to go? And what should be the sense of urgency for everybody listening on Sandbox Radio Worldwide? What should be the sense of urgency, and also on YouTube when you watch the replay? What should be the sense of urgency of people to get in the NFT space, even if they don't understand crypto, but to get in the NFT space?
Listen, our team operates from like the speed of implementation. If there's something that people, I told you earlier, Facebook put Meta is their new name now. They put $10 billion into something that's not even launched live yet. There are companies, if you love your name brands, Givenchy just had an entire art show that was nothing but NFTs, right? Wow. If the big boys are getting involved and you have the opportunity to get involved, especially with things like NBA Top Shot, where you actually have a favorite basketball player, right? I purchased a Top Shot pack for $10. And one of the first moments that I opened up in there was worth $331.
Wow.
So it's like it's value hidden in these things. If there's something that you love, I'm going to say, search and see if it comes in an NFT. Okay. And then get it.
I gotta give me some Steph Curry NFTs.
Some Steph Curry.
Yep. Yeah, like I have an entire I did the Pistons because you like shout out to Detroit, right? I did the Pistons, so I'm actually getting all of like the Pistons that are currently in the roster because I wanted to put together like a whole little NFT chain for the whole team. I mean, it's fun and it's something that I can talk to my son about. He likes to watch basketball, right? And then I can pass these on to him, or we can flip them. Like you said, you purchase these things for $10, $15, And in a couple months, somebody says, that's my favorite player. And then the value goes up. You can reap the benefits from that.
Wow. Tell me this, do they have, cause I haven't really got into it. I'm still behind on the NBA Top Shots, which I should be ahead on it because I love basketball. It's the only sport that I love. Right. But tell me, do they have throwbacks? Like, can I go get like a Larry Bird NFT, or have they even done it yet? Or is that something I'm like, okay, once it happens, I'm already thinking that way so I can be ahead of the curve?
No, as soon as it happens, our team is going to be in it. What they did after regular NBA was WNBA. And for people who got involved in that first pack, they actually gave you an additional pack with some special stuff in it. So like I got, my first pack had 3 moments in it. And then the extra one, the bonus one was free. And it had 2 more moments in it. It was lit.
Nice. I need to go buy me a Top Shot.
Yeah.
I need to go buy me a pack.
We need to do that
like
today.
ASAP.
We're going to do it today. We buying today.
It turned out at like $10. It's not bad.
Like we getting some today.
Yeah. And now do me a favor. Both of y'all make y'all own accounts.
Okay.
Because I got stuck. I think I have like 50 something moments. And because I have so many, I'm not eligible for some packs.
Oh.
Yeah. You need 2 accounts. Don't tell anybody. I told you that though.
Okay.
Absolutely. With those of you who are listening right now, listen, you guys are getting some sauce. You guys are getting some insight, right?
I hope y'all had y'all pen and paper ready.
Exactly. Because I know on Sandbox, you can't play this back, but you can go to YouTube at KUWJ Live and you can watch this over and over and over and over and over. And then once you're ready to get educated, make sure that you guys give us a shout out, because we believe that finance is an important part of relationships. It's an important part of marriage.
It is.
And I was having a buddy, a friend of mine who's actually getting ready to come on a Lovecast. I'm going to be interviewing him later on. And he was talking about having a family meeting. I'm like, listen, brother, if you're having a family meeting about building a legacy, about building an empire, a family empire, cryptocurrency needs to be number one on the conversation right now.
Hands down.
Because we could start businesses. My wife's a painter. She's an artist. She could paint. So what are we talking about? We're talking about her paintings being NFTs, right?
Absolutely.
I do music, right? So once I'm ready to pull out the beat machine and get some stuff done, I could create NFT music.
And your album art.
Absolutely.
Okay, remember we did the interview with Twista?
Yes.
The reason why Twista had reached out was because he wanted to make some of his album art and some of his music into NFT.
Nice. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, the infamous, most famous, the Twista out of Chicago actually did a IG live with our mentor Curtis Cobain Branch that is actually still available. Actually, you got to post it up on your YouTube, right?
Yep.
So you guys can go find Chrissy Pips on YouTube. You actually go watch that interview with Twista and our mentor Curtis Cobain Branch. Listen, like she said, celebrities are getting to this thing.
Yes.
Jim Jones, we've seen a lot of interviews with Jim Jones talking about Floyd Mayweather's in our space right now.
Ariana Grande just did the largest online concert ever, and that was through Metaverse, through Decentraland, and it was like a couple days ago.
Wow. Is this Justin Bieber concert on Metaverse as well?
I think so. Yep. I mean, seeing flyers for it all over social media. Yeah. My thing is, if there are so many people getting involved, even, and let's say worst case scenario, it dies out in a couple of years, just come in and get the gains while the getting is good.
Right.
Or come in and get a little bit of knowledge to see where you can benefit long term, because that's what we've done as well.
I thought they were
skeptical from the outside.
I thought they were going to use the Travis Scott incident as an excuse for people to have concerts on. That was like my little conspiracy theory. The concert was just so out of control. You know what? No, we have to do this now. Now we have to do all concerts digitally. We want to make a mandate that all concerts have to be digital because of COVID, because we're trampling over people and we're doing all this crazy stuff. So now everybody has to do their concert. This is just a conspiracy. I'm just joking, really. But I thought they were
bad idea, though.
Right?
More money. It's less security, less risk, right? And it's safer for the people. We're still in a pandemic, so people can't travel.
That's true.
That's right.
Now imagine wanting to see your favorite artist because you only have one, right? And they do a concert online. You can show up and feel like you're in the front row watching with the rest of us.
That is nice. That is nice. But Chrissy, you said earlier, we don't know how long this space will be here. But you know what? I beg to differ, only because I don't believe these millionaires and billionaires will be putting so much money into this space if it didn't have a longevity for the future.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
And that was important for me to mention because you guys, I don't want you looking back on this moment years from now and you did not make a move. You did not take any action on this information that's being presented to you today. This information is being presented to you so that you can step foot into a market that literally can change your family's legacy. And the earlier, the better. You just heard our expert, Miss Chrissy Pips, say the banks are just getting started. How would you like to be involved in something before the banks? Usually the banks have all the money. They saturate that market and make it harder for everyday people who may not have thousands and millions and billions of dollars to invest. This space is really amazing and it's not going anywhere. This is the future. Okay. Technology is the way to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to tell you guys, we definitely want to thank Chrissy Pips for hopping on. I know you got to disappear for a minute. If you don't make it back, we thank you for coming on. If you make it back, then we'll thank you for coming on again. Okay. But I know that you got to go and do some things for the team. But we definitely appreciate you. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it out with Robbin and Nikki for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
You guys got some Taco Cabana over there?
Where's my Taco Cabana? Bye, Chrissy.
Absolutely. You go ahead and unmute, Nikki. Unmute the your mic and pop back on.
Eating on the run.
Hey, I hear you. So you guys learned a lot today?
We did.
Learned a whole lot. I need to get in on that NBA Top Shot thing that you guys was talking about.
Absolutely, man. We about to definitely get us some NBA Top Shots, get us some NBA moments, man. I've been on the website a couple of times. Like I said, I never just loaded the website with some money so I could go ahead and start purchasing. I mean, talking about $10, and you have the opportunity to get, moments worth hundreds of dollars, and all you're doing is spending $10 for a pack. It's literally just like going to a store and buying a pack of old NBA cards, but they're moments. And the cool part is that like you actually get a chance to see if it's a Kevin Durant dunk or LeBron James dunk. You actually have the moment of the dunk, and you own.
Wow.
A rare
piece of time.
Yeah, exactly. You own a piece of time. You own that rare moment, man. So it's a pretty cool space, man. Like I used to collect basketball cards when I was a kid. I had the whole.
I was just about to say, if I told you how much money that I spent on trying to get that rookie card for Hank Aaron or for Pete Rose, or man, I can't even tell you. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Absolutely. I'm saying these people are reselling that stuff, man, within minutes, man, for thousands and thousands of dollars, from buying them, man. So this is pretty cool. Excited about the metaverse. I know a lot of times, actually, I was just listening to some people, everybody could share their thoughts on it. Because I was just watching another YouTube video about the metaverse. And of course, you got your conspiracy theorists, and they're thinking that the metaverse is going to, it's not safe because it's going to put us out of touch with reality, or it's going to, the kids are going to be so into the metaverse that they don't go outside and play tag anymore, or there may be an imbalance. So we hear all of these different things. But one thing that one person was saying is, and from my perspective, I think that it could be good and it can be bad. Like it could be both. Like some good come out of it, bad could come out of it. But one thing one of the brothers was saying was that we got to understand that the world is changing. The world is evolving. We're not going to be the same. It's not the same today as it was 40 years ago.
Absolutely.
And 40 years from now is not going to be the same. As much as we want it to be the same, we don't like change. It's not going to be the same. Things are going to be different. Our technology is advancing,
We should have flying cars by then, right? Especially in Houston, right?
Exactly. So just Yeah, so just giving you guys thoughts as far as, because I will, because I'm a nerd and I love nerdy stuff like Marvel and all those different things. I'm going to participate in the metaverse. I'm sure I will. It's my mic. I'm going to participate in the metaverse. I'm sure I will, but I probably won't be there too much, right? But so just tell me what you guys think about the metaverse and the possibilities of it. Will you participate in it? Do you think it's going to mess up the world as we know it, or do you think it could be involved for it could evolve for the better?
I think it could evolve for the better, because we're already going to driving cars without a person. Walmart is going straight, computerized everything. So they putting their trucks on the road without a driver. So everything is robotic. So I think definitely, if that's something, and you got to think about it too, COVID has really changed the dynamics of how we live every day. Right now, because there's so much funds going out, people don't want to go to work. So you got these big companies and corporations, they don't even have employees, they don't even have enough stuff to stock. I can only imagine how Christmas is going to look, because right now the stores are already empty, because so definitely switching over to something like that in that capacity, I think it would definitely work.
And I don't think we have too much of a choice. I think it's pushed. I think it's already, we got more than a toe in. We got a whole foot in. Just put up my food. Okay. Time to go. But I don't think we have a choice. We're already pretty much into the verge of a whole digital outcome when it comes to currency, when it comes to commodities, when it comes to foreign trade, logistics, technology, healthcare. It's already there. We're going to be paying for healthcare in crypto.
There's already a cryptocurrency that is being put in place to help reduce the strain of the healthcare industry, because they want it to be more even across the board as far as people getting actual healthcare that they can benefit from and use. There's already cryptos being put in place. And the same thing, like what Nikki was saying, Nikki said Walmart is putting trucks on the road with no drivers. There's a cryptocurrency specifically catered towards the supply chain. Like, get involved. At least get involved so that you can be on the head end of what's coming. They're not putting all of this money into these things to not do it.
Absolutely,
family. Listen, we actually getting ready to get towards the end of this thing. We only got like a couple of minutes left, so we just want to thank you guys for hopping on. Chrissy Pips, and just in 1 minute, if you can, in 1 minute, can you just give us a little closing on why people should get into crypto, like right now? Not now, but right now. Listen, be skeptical from the inside. Get the information so that you can make an informed decision on your own. Okay, like, it's important for you to understand partnering with the right people who genuinely want you to win in this space is important. Surround yourself with people who want to see you grow. We got to stop asking our rich friends for money and our broke friends for advice. Come over and start talking to some of my rich friends. You know of them right now. Absolutely. So definitely want to thank everybody for coming out. We definitely do represent a rich organization. Yes, we do. Matter of fact, it's called Rich Girls Trade, Rich Guys Trade too. That is our organization. So we definitely want to thank the family for coming out. Thank you, Nikki and Robin. Yes, thank you guys for coming to spend some time with us. For taking us along on your day. Right. Well, see, I got to decorate that big old Christmas tree. I got to decorate that 12-foot Christmas tree, huh? Yeah. That's what we about to go do. That's what because we got somebody coming over to help us out with it here in a couple hours. So I guess that's what we're doing right now. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Chrissy Pips, for coming on and spreading that knowledge. I hope you listeners took some notes. If you guys want to hear this again, make sure you come over to KUWJ Live on YouTube. And we definitely want to give a shout out to Michael Sandman Sanderland for Sandbox Radio for allowing us to be on this platform. And we love you guys. Yes. And we will see you guys next week. Yes. Thank you. Good night. Peace out, family. Guys. Be blessed.